Was it bad? After doing all there is for me to do, I asked Sana-san. She settled down now. Her fever should go down in no time. What about the baby? There's no problem. The baby's healthy as well. If you're worried, then you should take her to get tested. Okay. I had to breathe a sigh of relief, knowing that the baby's fine. I'm overwhelmed by a wave of regrets. It's all my fault. I should have made her stop doing work earlier. You shouldn't worry so much about it, Tomoe said. She's really working herself hard. It's because she wanted to. It's not anyone's fault. That just means I had an even bigger responsibility to get her to stop. I'm the only one who really knows about her. You shouldn't blame yourself so much. You need to stay strong right now, Tomoe-san. Yeah. If you'll excuse me, I need to get going. Thank you very much. Once Nagisa wakes up, she's disoriented for a few moments. She looks around at her surroundings. She needs to understand what happened when she sees Sana-san standing in the kitchen. I'm sorry, says the words to me and Sana-san. Must I cause you a lot of trouble? You don't need to worry about that. I'll make dinner. Of course you're not going to make dinner. I'm sorry, I really am. Didn't I tell you not to apologize? I feel like she's going to keep sobbing like this unless I give her a stern reply. Sana-san's making some rice porridge right now, okay? Just sit tight and wait. Okay. I'm really sorry about this. Apologize to Sana-san for constantly having to bother her. You were just now scolding Nagisa about not needing to apologize to Tomoe-san. I guess I'm doing the exact same thing as her. I really am no match for Sana-san. I should go home for today. Sorry for keeping you so long. Not at all. Please give my thanks to the old man too. Okay, I'll be sure to do so. I remember the 2 summers ago. I was by Nagisa's side, always holding her hand those days too. Right now I can only do that at night. During the day I still go to work as usual. I'd ask Sana-san to take my place while I'm away. When I get home, Sana-san prepares dinner and then returns to her own house. Day after day goes by like this. Nagisa's fever refuses to go down. The phone rings. I'm folding laundry. I pick it up to hear the old man's voice. Take tomorrow off work. I know you may be a little rude. I can't just call off work with 0 notice. Do it. You have to understand that's not how my job is. Then what's the next day you can take off? I don't know. And if you do, if they do let me take a day off, I might get called in the last second. Figure it out, or else I'm gonna march right into your company, you asshole. What's the big deal? What do you want to do once I have a day off anyway? There's somewhere I want to take you. Where's that? I'm gonna be mad if it's some seedy place, you know. Don't worry, I doubt it's gonna be a very fun day. Fine, I'll try. Let me know when you get a day off. Okay, hang up. Was that my father? Yeah. Was he asking for something impractical again? No. Old man seemed uncharacteristically serious. Fortunately, I'm able to take the day after next off. Sorry, Sana-san. No, go have fun. I'm not gonna play with the old man. It seems like he wanted me for something serious. I see. I'm sorry you had to spend your day off doing that then. I feel like I should be the one who apologizing. I wish I could take over for you on my off days, at the very least. Doing this doesn't bother me one bit. I don't ever feel like I need to take a break from it. Glad to hear that then. I'll be off. Bye, Nagisa. Have a nice day. Turned her head in my direction to see me off. Yo, is there a store right? Yeah, it'll be on the honor system. Huh? I left a note saying that there's no one monitoring the store, but to please pay for whatever bread you take by putting money in a box. It'll be fine. Glares at me as if to tell me to stop worrying. What kind of unfun place are we headed to? You'll figure it out once we get there. He's as selfish and unhelpful as ever. We go to our outskirts of the town and up a winding mountain path before reaching our destination. We're surrounded by nature. It's like we're in a secret base. This is where I used to play. I'd play baseball with the kids from town, space out and relax here. I thought he seemed to be always disappearing from work, so this is where he is going. Can't believe this guy. They keep on clearing more and more of the nature around here, and now they want to put a huge building on this plot of land. I can't play baseball here anymore, obviously. The view's terrible now. This town keeps on changing. Doesn't seem like there's anything we can do about it. Yeah, seems that way. It wasn't just me, the old man feels the same way. Might be more than the two of us too. Maybe lots of people are thinking the same thing. It's not like I'm interested in saving the trees or anything. I think the town ought to keep changing for the sake of the people who live in it. But you know, I just wish this one place wouldn't change. It must be a special place for him. I want to continue what I was telling you 2 years ago. Ear clicking sound as a flame appears from his lighter. About when Nagisa nearly lost her life. Begins to tell me a story. When I get back home, I eat the dinner that's been made for me and Nagisa, and I sat off before being alone again with Nagisa. How was today? We didn't really do anything. Is that so? Nagisa doesn't keep asking about her father. The tone of my voice probably told her not to. Without anything else to talk about, the two of us sit there in silence. Only sound in the room is the low hum of the fan. The quiet night. Tomoe-kun. Nagisa lets out a hushed word. Takes me a second to notice. Yeah, what is it? Your hand. Takes her white hand out from under the futon. Oh yeah. Move closer and grip it. I'm sorry. No. Put my other hand on it as well, holding her between both of mine. Is it too hot? I'm okay, I just want to stay here like this. Okay, then I will. It really was a tragic thing to have happen. The old man starts his story after he lets off on a string of smoke. It was over a decade ago now. At the time, I was a member of the theatrical company. I spent all day either at a part-time job or at practice. Sane was teaching. She had a job at a private middle school nearby. We were both doing this kind of work we had always wanted to do, and we were engrossed in it. Nagisa had always on her own. Since we were out all day, the only time she wasn't alone was at night, and she'd always be outside the gates of her house waiting for us to come home. So when I got home first most nights, her job wasn't one that kept her there very late often. So Nagisa would be outside waiting, and Sana would take her little hand and lead her into the house. She would always apologize. Nagisa would shake her head and say no, but Sana said there was always tears welling up in her eyes. That's how we spent every day. One day, Nagisa got sick and developed a fever. It was a cold day, snow was collecting on the ground, the kind of weather that no one wanted to be outside in. Around then, I was preparing for a big performance at the end of the year. As for Sana, her students were about to take their exams. Neither of us could afford to take any time off, so we left the house and Nagisa in bed. But Nagisa was waiting on that day too, right in front of the gates. When I think back on it, I should have known she'd do that. Back then, we thought there was no way. We should have noticed. It was her way of doing everything she could to tell us. Nagisa was always well behaved and quiet, so it was her way of telling us she wanted us to always be by her side. Why, she did the same thing as always that day. She didn't care if she had a fever or not. By the time I got home, Nagisa had collapsed in front of the house. She was half buried in snow. What a terrible thing. We weren't able to see the errors or ways until they ended up hurting the one we might loved most. I took her in the house as fast as I could and called the doctor. Doctor rushed over and did everything he could, but her fever wouldn't go down. By morning, I never knew I could feel sadness like that. Son and I had both given up hope. It was like we found ourselves at the bottom of the deep, dark pit. Once we thought we'd never be able to climb out of it, I held Nagisa's body and went outside. All I could do now was pray. I didn't want things to end that way. For my child to be saved. I ran around town until I found myself here. And then it felt like all the greenery around here began to embrace Nagisa. I wonder if it was all a dream, but what was left behind was real. It was in those morning rays of light that Nagisa opened her eyes and looked at me. Tears began to flow out of my eyes. I was grateful to everything in existence, and then I made a vow. I swore I'd never leave her side. Ever since then, I've come back to see this place. Can't help but feel like it's another Nagisa. Hey kid, you're free to believe as much or as little as that as you want, but Either way, you might find yourself facing some painful, sad times too. So listen. Old man looks at me. No, Tomoya. There's strength in his eyes. We're family. We help each other out. Yeah. All he can do is nod at him. I recall the old man's words as I hold into Nagisa's hand. None of it made a lick of sense to me. The old man's story seemed incomprehensible, but one vague point did make its way across, same as the pain that I always felt inside my chest. This town keeps changing, and that big wave of change engulfs us, driving us apart. An unstoppable force will steal Nagisa away from me. Someday even these hands of ours will have to let go of each other. I don't want to think about that day. I know it's all too painful day. Nagisa, you'll always be by my side, right? Together with our child, who you'll be bringing into this world. A few days pass. I return to the construction site while Nagisa's asleep. And then it felt like all the green nature around here began to embrace Nagisa. What if it did? If he's trying to say that this place saved Nagisa's life, you might find yourself facing some painful and sad times too. Or is it a symbol? Something that says nothing stays the same forever. The bits of nature still left in town, the people we love. In that case, then Nagisa, just like this place, will vanish. Is that what he's trying to say? It's another day off work, so I spend it by Nagisa's side for morning. We eat the rice porridge and I make it just I finish cleaning up. The sound of knocking at her door. Yeah? I open the door to find Sana standing there. What's the matter? I had some free time, so I decided to come by. I'm here today, you should spend the day at home. Am I bothering you? Of course not, but then I hope you don't mind if I intrude. Takes off her shoes and lines them up neatly and faces me again. Have you eaten already? Yeah, we just did. Haven't eaten yet. Would it be okay to make myself something? Yeah, of course. Think to myself that it'd probably be better to eat at home with the old man rather than a place like this. I feel kind of bad for him. Sana-san is in the kitchen when she opens the sink cabinet and freezes. Ah, you had a rice. Wait, really? I guess we need to go buy some. I'll run over and get some. You just wait here. No, I'll go. No, please. Talk with Nagisa or something. I'll eat something while I'm out too, and get the rice on my way back. I can't let you do that for me. Why don't we go together? Nagisa looks at me and she makes the suggestion. Huh? It seems lonely for Mom to eat all by herself, you know. So, could you please go with her to Moe-kun? And you can buy rice on your way home. Please? No, but I'm sorry, Nagisa. I'm gonna borrow Tomoe-san from you just a little bit. She replies and grabs me with her other hand as I hesitate. It seems odd to me. It's not something that Sana would normally do. Okay, don't mind at all. Nagisa sees us off as if doesn't sense anything strange. I'm sorry, Tomoe-san. Excuse me? For making you come eat with me. No, I don't mind. You heard what Nagisa said too. Let's come back within an hour or so. Yeah, let's. This is where Nagisa works. So I've heard. I'm familiar with the owner too. This place okay? It's fine with me. Huh. Wow. Sana is amazed as she looks around the store. What a hip store. No one says that word anymore. Haha, it doesn't make me feel a little nervous eating here for the first time though. You don't eat out very often, right? That's right, I don't. What about the old man? Is he home alone right now? Yeah, I forced him to mind the store, so I could go on a date with you, Tomoe-san. I think my heart just skipped a beat right there, and only like me managed to do that to you. You're young, Sana-san, seriously. I'm happy to hear that. Sana-san orders fruit juice while I order an iced coffee. Are you not gonna eat lunch? Yeah, I will. The waitress brings out an order. Sana-san grabs her glass and drinks the orange-colored juice with a straw. When she takes a sip, she says it. Having the baby seems like it would be difficult. What? I don't understand what she means at first. When the full weight of the words hits me, I'm forced to look away. At this rate, Rue might be in danger. That's what the doctor who always sees her said, at least. If you're gonna make the decision, then the earlier the better. Sunny-san had been doing her best to act brave all this time until now anyway. She'd been waiting for the right time to express her fears. This awful, painful news. The earlier the better. So you're trying to say, yes, if you want to have an abortion. Says for me the words that are too hard to speak. If Nagisa's fever goes down, everything will be okay, of course. Let's say no to Tomoe-san. Nagisa's fevers last for a long time. That's why the doctor said what they said. I see. Please, Tomoe-san. I want you to talk to Nagisa about this. I don't mind if it takes a little bit of time. It's a very important subject. Yeah. Sunny-san. Yeah? Thank you for always doing so much for us. Not at all. We're family. Gives me a sweet smile. Does so much to help me. Did you enjoy your meal with Mom? Yeah. She looks so young, so it's like you were on a date. Yeah, maybe. Were you able to buy rice? No. Didn't buy any? No, I forgot. I see. You don't seem very energetic. What's the matter, Tomoe-kun? Listen, Nagisa. Yeah? I have to tell her about her baby. They're saying that it's difficult for you to have it. I want to have this baby. Of course, that's how she would answer. Nagisa, let's give this some thought. I have to convince her to protect her. If you have a child in your condition, you might not have a happy life either. And you too. I don't want that to happen. I want to try my best. Is that too much to ask? There's still time, so let's really talk it through. We don't have to decide yet. We talk about it the next day as well. But Nagisa's determination doesn't wane. The thought of that, my own weakness, would cause the end of another person's life would be too much to bear. The child we pictured together has already taken form in Nagisa's head. Puts her hand to her stomach as if to protect Ushio. Especially if it's my own child. I want to be strong and have it. I want to have the strength of a mother. I've worked so hard to live with strength ever since I met you, Tomoe-kun. I don't want to give up now. The most important time of all. I want to give birth to Shio-chan. Tomoe-kun, I know my body's weak, but please, let me live with strength. Nagisa, of course you're strong. You become so strong. Isn't it enough already? Isn't it? Say the words, my voice fills with tears. I'm way weaker than you. I'm scared of losing you. Scared of the thought of losing you. I'm okay. As long as you're with me, Tomoe-kun. As long as you hold my hand, I'll be able to do my best as this child's mother. So, I want you to hold my hand as its father. Please. Tomoe-san, you must be tired. My body feels fine. It's just, I don't know what to do anymore. Things I say to her may be really cruel, to the point that she'd lose hope and never recover. Of course I'd like for her to have the baby. It's mine too. It's a life that we looked out for together all this time. We even gave it a name. But I can't help but feel anxious. I'm anxious and I want Nagisa to keep living. You should rest a little. I'm not going to be able to get sleep. That's fine, you should lie down at the very least. I'm sure she's tired too, so for tonight you should put some distance between the two of you. I'll stay over at your home, Tomoe-san. Please, you stay at mine. I can't impose on you like that. It's my opinion as a person who's been watching you two closer than probably anyone else. Right now, you guys are tiring each other out. Even if it's just a little while, you should put some distance between the two of you. If you don't, you'll end up suffocating one another. I think that sound exactly right. Please don't waste San. Yeah. I'll be bothering you for the night. Stop looking like someone just stole your wife from you. I'd probably look worse than that. Fine, let's drink. Nothing's gonna keep you from sleeping once you're drunk. I don't know what I'd do if I drank right now. I might cry, I might laugh, might get violent. It's fine. No matter what you do, I'll stop you. Get up. And keep up with the old man's pace as we drink. I think we're drinking more than ever had before. The floor gradually fills with empty cans and bottles. Hey old man, what is it? What would you do if you were in my position? Like I'd know, I'm not in your position. It's a hypothetical. What if Sana said happened to be in the same position? Imagine she said she wanted to give birth even though her body was weak. Well, if she said she wanted to have it, then I guess I might let her. Why? Sana-san could die if he did that. Don't go killing out Sana. I said it's hypothetical. Listen, Tomoya, this is what I think. In the end, the reason for living might be found among your family and loved ones. That's why. On that day, we were able to give up on our own dreams and entrust Nagisa with them. What good is there in a life lived alone? It'd be like giving some distant star and living there, and like going to some distant star and living there by yourself. Oh, what would keep you going? There'd be nothing. That's why people form connections. You only feel alive by forming bonds with other people. And that's how you experience joy. So I wouldn't want to do something that denies that joy. That's just what I think. Don't worry yourself about it. Maybe it would have been better if I had noticed earlier, before the baby got that big. No, you know just as well as I do, that doesn't have anything to do with it. So I'm the villain here. No, that's not it either. This is just something that was bound to happen one day, so long as she insists on being treated like anyone else. That's what she wanted. Don't blame yourself. Old man lights the cigarette between his lips. Only does now exhale the cigarette smoke. I stay silent and follow the trail of disappearing smoke. Why don't we go to sleep? It's already past 3 in the morning. Even after the lights go out, I still can't get to sleep. I keep thinking about the old man and Sana-san. They each had their own dreams. The old man had a theater, Sana had teaching. They both shut themselves off from their aspirations, entrusting Nagisa with them instead. That's how they made the decision to watch as their daughter experienced her own joy in life. That's right. In the end, the reason for living might be found among your family and loved ones. That's the conclusion they came to. And I'm the same way. The reason for living is to be with Nagisa and be happy together. I'm here on this earth so I can do that. And Nagisa, carrying a new life inside her, feels the same. Our dreams, our joy, she's always held on to them. And here I am, trying to make her give up on those things. Can I really take those away from her? If I lost Nagisa, I'd be left hopeless. I'm trying to do the same thing to her. I can't do that. Not me. But I feel worried. That place. Nothing stays the same forever, just like what I said I saw happen to all the greenery. Isn't she going to disappear in the exact same way? Is she just going to drift off to some faraway place? Isn't that how all of this is going to go? No, that doesn't have anything to do with this. I don't believe in that kind of thing. After all, Nagisa and I made it this far. We've been able to overcome all the challenges we've been faced with, thanks to our connection. That's why we should be able to overcome this too. After all, she's saying that she's going to do her best. Nagisa, a person with that much strength, which is why we need to keep on doing what we've always done. Face forward and keep walking. Combine our strength in order to keep making our dreams come true. I wake up, don't know what time it is, rise out of the sheets, I hear a voice so I walk in its direction. Thank ya. Old man has just seen a customer off. Is that all you're going to buy? What an annoying Oh, oh man, surprised when he sees me turn. Surprised to see me when he turns around. Hey, you should at least say something to me if you're gonna show up like that. Yo. And a good morning to you. Morning. Yeah, morning. Looks like you got a good night's sleep. Probably because of the alcohol. Are you hungover? I'm fine. You gonna get going? Yeah. And, the dream too. Oh man. What? Is it okay if I don't stop her? Yeah, I won't stop you. Why not? You're the one who's gone through the most. You decide for yourselves. That's what's best. What we're going to do as a family is band together and support you. Yeah. I get it. Good morning. A new customer shows up. Now scram, you're getting in the way of my work. Yeah, thanks for everything. Pass by the customer and leave this door. I open the door to my apartment to find Sane-san standing there, and she invites me outside again. Sane-san, I spoke to the doctor again. He said that as long as this lull continues, she may be able to have the baby. That doesn't change the fact that it's still dangerous for her. As for Yagi-san, she says she'll let you decide. Also that if you decide to have it, she'll do everything in her power. I understand. Thank you. I go back in the room. Nagisa, are you up? I ask her quietly. Is that you, Tomoe-kun? Nagisa turns to face me. Yeah. I sit down next to her. She reflexively sticks her hand out and I grab it. Listen, Nagisa, there's something I want to ask you. Living with strength, being a strong mother who gives birth to a new life and raises it. What does that mean to you? I want you to tell me. It's something I ought to do. More than anything else? Yeah, it's a more important thing to me. Until now, I've always been weak, and it's the first thing I need to do as a mother. If I let myself loose here, I'd be a weak child who wouldn't even deserve to be a parent. And how could I ever make it up to the child that found itself inside my stomach? That's why I had to have it. This child that you and I formed. This strong mother puts her other hand on her stomach and she talks to me. Hey Nagisa, living together with you is the reason for living. That's why I want to live for. Yes. And you want to live with strength. You want to give birth to a new life as a strong mother. That's your reason for living. Yes. So let's make both our dreams come true. Is that okay? Yeah. But in return, grip Nagisa's hand tightly. You can't lose. You have to make it all come true. There can't be any other result. No setbacks, no failures, nothing. You're gonna make both our dreams come true. That's it. You had to promise. Okay, Nagisa? Nagisa's face is drenched with sweat, and it's smiling at me. It seems to me like that face of a future mother. Yes. I watch as she nods with conviction. Nagisa keeps working hard. Old man Sane-san and I keep supporting her. Nagisa's reason for living is to give birth to her own child. Mine is to live together with her. The old man and Sane-san is for us to be happy. All of our dreams are tied together. Our family walks together as one. None of us are alone. We're all close to one another. The warmth is so palpable to me that it makes me want to cry. That's what every day is like. It's starting to feel like fall now. The corner of our room has now been taken over by things we'll need for our soon-to-be-born child. Old man and Sane-san keeps adding to the pile even without us asking. I'm dumbfounded at the fact that we already had enough diapers to last us for months. It's funny, every time Nagisa sees us she laughs. They feel like they have to buy something every time they see us. Yeah, no one notices if you run out of toilet paper, talk about stupid. run out again, I'm gonna wear the diapers. That's a good idea. And it'll be cute. Really? They use a pat her swollen belly. She does it to try to bring our child into her conversation. She smiles as if to quietly call out to it. Now would be your last opportunity for an abortion. Doctor lets us know after examining Nagisa. He does this knowing Nagisa's firm decision. It's the correct course of action if we consider the health and safety of the mother's womb. The burden on her will only be greater from here on out. Even if she does overcome that, there's no telling if she'll have the strength left, and she'll need she'll need for the delivery. If that happens, he begins to speak, breaking the silence. What would happen to the baby inside of me? In the cases of a delivery, as a rule, we prioritize the mother's womb. However, in your case, Okazaki-san, there is also the issue surrounding your physical strength, as well as your current ailment. As I've stated repeatedly, I am personally against you giving birth to your child, Okazaki-san. The reason I say this, Doctor's already wrinkled face scrunches up even further. It's because I cannot guarantee the safety of your womb. Of course, there's also the possibility of a stillbirth before that. If your fever does not subside, it may result in complications. I can foresee many kinds of dangers. Are you still going to say that you'll have the baby? Why don't you try to do something? I have, of course. Tried to do everything I can up to this point, and will continue to do so. Yeah, I know. Please, I'd like you to speak as a family about this once more time. If you'll excuse me for today. Thank you very much. Sane stands up and sees him off. Silence continues even after she returns. Oh, that's right. What about food, Sane? We just ate. Oh, yeah. Nagisa keeps staring straight at the pile of diapers. What could she be thinking right now? The old man, Sane-san, and I all know she's still going to have the baby. That's why we're just trying to calm ourselves down right now. Am I going to be able to watch Nagisa with warmth and strength as she goes down this path? I wonder to myself in the silence. Eventually we find ourselves with renewed determination. This room's already crowded enough. What's with all these diapers? You're the one who keeps buying them for us. Tomoe-kun said he'd wear the next time. Really, Tomoe-san? The oppressive mood in this room vanishes, and we go back to our regular routines. Watching over Nagisa with warmth and strength truly is all we can do now. That's why we act the way we do. I wonder if you're actually resenting me, Sane-san. What? Why would you say that? Because I changed Nagisa. Changed her? What do you mean? Nagisa was truly weak the first time I met her. She really didn't seem like she was always crying. That if it wasn't for me, she'd always be standing at the bottom of the hill to school. She couldn't even make herself take a single step. After she met me, she became stronger, so I doubt that any of this would be happening if she hadn't met me. That's not true, Tomoe-san. Yeah, I knew you'd say that, Sane. You're a kind of person. That's how I really feel in my heart. Yeah, thank you. Could it be that I wanted to be forgiven by her like this? Is that all this is? I don't have a mother. Oh, yes. So I really do sometimes think of you as my own mom. It's an honor to hear that. I hope you keep thinking that, so long as you're alright with having a crybaby like me as your mother. Yeah.